Cut the music. Cut the intro. Ladies and gentlemen, Tom. Oh, Christ. Tom, you haven't talked about me in so long, I'm getting discouraged. Bob, I was so excited to do Sunny Days, and here you are. Tom, this is, I'm here to stay, buddy. For anybody who doesn't know, Bob's the everyman and woman who asks the unrelenting and mind-numbing questions in the audience, or who just reads the headlines. Bob is that person. Bob is the jabroni. Tom, I take great offense to that. Bob, can I just sing Sunny Days and we'll get through this later? Tom, the market's going down and everybody said we hit a bottom. Well, Bob, that's not true. I didn't say we hit a bottom. Tom, I get pretty sick of you being so big. You know what, Bob? I don't care. Let's do something. Ladies and gentlemen, the sunny days are here again. Oh, sunny days. Oh, what a day. Oh, sunny days. Oh, what a day. I wear glasses 'cause I can't see a motherfucking thing. Happy days. Oh, happy days. Oh, what a day. Oh, happy days. Oh, what a day. XRP will reign supreme. Let's just not get caught in the FUD. Oh, we're gonna crash and we have and we will and we can and we will and we have and we can and we will and it will repeat. Do we get the picture yet? Oh, yeah. Stay true. Stay blessed. The point here is, folks, and what the sun is trying to say is we can and we have and we will. We can and we have and we will. We can and we have and we will. Crash the markets, we will. Why? All these exchanges are going offline. They won't allow withdrawals. Right now, you've got Genesis. You've got, Block Fee. You've got the Salt Exchange. You've got Binance. Those three exchanges have halted withdrawals already this morning. You've got Binance customers taking their shit out of the exchanges at an alarming rate because nobody knows if they're going to be able to withdraw money because Binance had exposure to FTX. You've got Crypto.com 6 days ago, very sneakily and slyly, I may add, halting withdrawals momentarily before they put it back on due to their exposure. And on Crypto.com, their exposure to Shiba Inu is absurd and criminal. 20 to 25% of Crypto.com's holdings are in Shiba Inu. Yes, you heard that correctly. 20 to 25% of Crypto.com's holdings are in Shiba Inu. As much as I like to speculate on Shiba Inu, you would have to be one dumb motherfucker to put 25% of your money into Shiba Inu or your life holdings or your customers' holdings. Let that sink in if you're on Crypto.com. I wouldn't touch Crypto.com with a 10-foot pole. To make things clear, I wouldn't touch Crypto.com with a 10-foot dildo, for that matter, for a 10-foot piece of gold, unless it was to beat it down, because you're going to lose all your money in Crypto.com. Holy shit balls, if you didn't think it was scary, 25% of their holdings are in Shiba. God bless this economy, because we are in Looney Tuneville, folks. This has been a long intro, but a necessary intro. When Tom rants, makes everybody smile, pisses some people off, makes some people laugh because I look like a complete dumb fuck. But you know what? Someone has to say it. And guess what? I put it on Constellation DAG for a reason. If you don't have DAG in your long hold, you don't understand the bigger picture. Okay? I don't talk about it a lot, but it is firmly within the ISO 20022 framework. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. And maybe take a look at DAG while you hit that motherfucking like button as we continue this previously interrupted intro. Good morning, T-Speaker 222 XRP future millionaire with the side bet on XLM and future Digibite OG. It's Wednesday, November 16th, 2022 at 11:10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And yes, we were interrupted by Bob. While I'm feeling good, I'm up big. I was down 77%. Now I'm not because I found XRP future millionaire. Oh, Bob, stop being a dick now. Now you're just fucking being a loser. Voila. Isn't that what you want to hear, Tom? Don't you want to hear me praise you? Bob, for Christ's sake, can you just come in here and be realistic for once? Well, I did give you credit. I said I was down 77%. Oh, that is true, Bob. Okay. On a technicality, you win that argument. But, Bob, we have a lot to talk about, okay? Can you just leave me alone for a second? Well, Tom, you know it's my job when there's new people in here to make sure they stop watching you. Yes, I know, Bob. I see it in the comments all the time. Well, Tom, if you talk to me more, I wouldn't have to interrupt you like this every 6 months. Yeah, well, Bob, it's at a very unopportune time here, buddy, because the whole entire market is red. It's bleeding. While, Tom, you said it was going to happen. Thanks, Bob. Can you stop tooting my horn now, okay? You're supposed to be here to criticize me. While, Tom, you know, you are kind of self-righteous. Okay, Bob. Okay. Well, Tom, I got to go. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that's Bob. If you haven't seen him before, heard of him before, he'll be around lingering in the comments. He'll be around telling me I suck, or that I'm a scumbag, or how the fuck can you liquidate XRP, or aren't you afraid that it's going to go to the moon, or aren't you afraid you're not going to be able to buy, and aren't you afraid of this, and aren't you afraid of the lolly bullshit that we do in fairy tale land that never happens? No, I'm not afraid, because guess what? I've been down this before. I've been doing this a very long time, and I've heard every single bullshit cockamania shit storm story you could ever hear. It's never going to happen. If I can't buy my crypto, nobody can buy their crypto. If I get locked out, crypto's not going up. The bottom line is, if you want price to go up, you need liquidity. I have liquidity. I have the funds they need. Without my funds, they can't go anywhere. The crypto can't move. So enough of this bullshit that you're not going to be able to buy it. If you can't buy it, I'm a monkey's uncle. And it goes up and nobody can buy it, well, I'll be a son of a bitch. Because to me, unless there's interest in something, which would make the price go up based on a bunch of people, like chickens with their head cut off, will buy in at an alarming rate. Institutions will start be buying in, then the price will go crazy. But if nobody's able to buy and there's no exchanges left, well, that means there's going to be no interest. Because let's face it, even if I want to buy something, if I have no exposure to it and can't hold it and get it and own it, who gives a fuck how much I like it? If it's not available to anybody, then the price goes down and eventually it dissipates and eventually the market goes away. If there's no exchanges left, crypto can't exist. So make sure you find a Web3 enabled exchange, a decentralized exchange, a DEX enabled exchange. That's it. It's great to have a cold wallet. It's great to have a NanoX ledger. But if all the motherfucking exchanges are gone, how on God's green earth are you going to buy it and send it to your ledger or send it to your wallet? Now, XRP ledger is already having problems the last couple days. So, I mean, enlighten me. I mean, it's unfucking believable. It doesn't matter. Remember this too. It doesn't matter how much you own if you can't sell it. So imagine you buy it all, because that's the big cockamamie story right now. You have to buy it now, and you won't be able to buy it when it's cheap. Same story that's gone on in all of history. Buy it when it's too expensive because it won't be available when it's on discount. As the institutions and the bigwigs all laugh at you as they buy it on the discount shelf. If it's really not going to be available on any exchange, they're all going to go goodbye-bye. All of them. All of them. All of them. If crypto is really meant to go away because of the CBDCs, the central bank digital currencies, one by one until they're all gone, all exchanges will be done. One by one, each crypto will be deregulated. But until that happens, let's stop talking about Looney Tunesville, ladies and gentlemen. You don't come here for bullshit. You come here to hear what the fuck's going on. And if you don't like me, that's great. If I cause you to question everything you once knew, awesome. If you don't, fan-fucking-tastic. But I'll be damned if I change what I do to tickle your balls so that you feel like things are not as bad as they are. Or if you think we're going to the moon today or tomorrow. Wasn't yesterday the all-enticing settlement that I called bullshit on again and said the Fox News story was horseshit and pointed out the 2012 Obama law that allowed the U.S. media to lie to us? Isn't that one of the most blatant and obvious cases of them doing it openly and trying to kick the individual in the dick and punch you in the face when we know the truth and on national media they tell you a settlement was happening yesterday? Any repercussions? Does anybody give a flying fuck today? Do I hear anybody on the big media today or on social media or the influencers, anybody on Twitter or YouTube or TikTok, but especially YouTube? Oh, because these cocksuckers are real mighty. They take a headline that they know is FUD and horse shit to the bone and they run with it. Why? Because you, yes you, run from a station like mine and you go subscribe to theirs, pay them the big bucks to get into their armies or get into whatever bullshit they tell you. For what? To lose 90% of your portfolio and to come back here with your heads between your legs, your fucking balls cut off, and ask me, what do I do now? I have 10% of my funds. How do I build it up? Pray. Collect cans. And this isn't a fucking joke. Some people think I'm fucking joking. If I was you and I lost 90% of my portfolio, I would go outside and I would start looking for cans. Or I would get a second fucking job, and week by week I would start building my portfolio back up. And yeah, it might take a long fucking time. That's on you. That's nobody else's fault. That's not even the social media influencer that you watched fault. That is your fault for not understanding the white papers, for not understanding the current environment, and not understanding what it means to be in an inflationary depression. Not to understand the difference between a quantitative tightening and a quantitative easing. Not to understand the difference between us going from a 0% interest in the USA on rates for a number of years to now being up 4% in a year, 4.25%. To understand what it means in the housing market. To go from a 1 or 2% interest rate to now being up over 7.2% on a 30% yield, a fixed yield. Understand what it means when you're going into the grocery stores and things cost 2 and 3 times more and you're getting a third of the grocery cart. Understand the difference between $1.75 gas to $5 or $6 in the state of Michigan, well over $4. When you don't have money, risk on assets become risk off. Risk off assets become risk on, which means dividend paying, which means commodities, things that are backed by metals are what end up taking off in this cycle. That means this whole cycle, crypto is down. This is a risk on asset. It doesn't pay dividends, and unless some dope pays more than you did, you can't make a single fucking dollar, and more times than not, you see days where you're down 5.75%. I mean, for fuck's sake, folks, last week we're at 47 cents and people are thinking we're in a bull market. But we came down from $1.98. Those people need to punch themselves squarely in the dick. Okay? I'm sick of it. This has been 15 minutes of me ranting. Why? Because somebody needs to do it. If you haven't opened your ears in this 15 minutes, you never will. I'm XRP future millionaire. I take shit from no one. I understand the market better than anybody. And I watch people that I can respect. Why do I understand? Oh, I don't know. I've been watching Robert Kiyosaki for a decade. I've been watching Mike Maloney and Peter Schiff and Gregory Mannarino in recent years. He understands as well. He may not be as well known as the rest, but he still has over 200,000 subscribers on YouTube, and he tells it the way it is. Start following in the track of people who tell it like it is, and lessen these bullshit con artists who tell you it like you want to hear it. And I could tell you a number of them, but I don't even want to give them fake recognition. Oh yes, fake recognition is even more than the recognition they deserve. I mean, the Run Tool guys, and the Block Dick backers, and then the digital asset losers are amongst the group. You've got them all. But I don't care to say their names. But I would love for them to lead this army in the right direction. I would love for some of these bigger influencers to do the right thing and stop taking payments. I can respect finally what BitBoy did, exposing what's going on and coming out and saying he regrets taking all the money he did. Like I said a number of years ago, it was obvious what he was doing, but I don't think he's a bad guy. When I look into his eyes, I actually like him. I think he got caught up in a moment where he didn't think he was going to get as big as he did. They threw all this money at him, and like any normal person who doesn't have the testicular fortitude, you end up collapsing to that. And that's okay, because now he's come out on the other side, and even though he's lost people a ton of money, he's finally starting to say his piece, and I can respect that. For the first time, I can be like, okay, he might end up being off by the big guys, and he needs to be careful. And this is coming from the XRP Future Millionaire. Sometimes you can't say what you know, BitBoy. It's fantastic that you're finally starting to turn the corner and we can respect you a little bit here. But don't get yourself killed to try to spite. You might have lost people a lot of money, but you can save them in the future. That's the key. Learn from your mistakes. Move on. So I'm not all bad here, ladies and gentlemen. I see what's going on. But what I don't have respect for is people that are willing to lead you into a fucking grave. You're down 80% right now. Open your fucking eyes. When will you admit that I know what I'm talking about? Oh, I'm the best in the business, folks. I know it. But it's not because of my charts. That's one part. I'm the best in the business because, one, I don't listen to the FUD. 2, I can read the charts better than anybody. 3, I understand world economy. 4, I understand the monetary policy. 5, I understand the impact that gold, silver, real money, not paper bullshit, the impact it can have on you and why you should own it. Okay? That's the bottom line. 5 reasons why the person you're watching on YouTube for your crypto advice for XRP besides me understands one thing: how to tickle your fucking dick. Bottom line, XRP. They wouldn't know the monetary policy if it went up their ass. They wouldn't understand inflation if it beat them over the head. They wouldn't understand what an inflationary depression was if you shoved it up their neck. Oh, and that would be painful. I couldn't reach down far enough through their fucking throat to pull out any good information. But their information is stuck in their brain. They know what's going on. Oh, don't kid yourself. They know what's going on. The powers that be and the money to be and the money at hand is too great. Like Hayden. Fucking Hayden. That guy knows his charts better than most on crypto TV, and I give him credit for that. What I don't give him credit for is he's got so many people up his ass paying him to put out the information that he has forgotten the truth. And it's a goddamn shame. Excuse my French, my mom would have slapped the shit out of me for saying that, but it is a shame. Because that's one guy that I know knows his shit. I know it. I can see it. But he's swayed by the common enemy. The ones who want to manipulate you into believing something that's not there and fucking bankrupt you and use you as liquidity the whole way down. Because make no mistake about it, folks, the one thing you need to take out of this 20 and a half minutes so far is your exit liquidity. Nothing more, nothing less. You've never been anything greater. Right now, XRP, and then I'll let you go because this has been one rant that everybody needed to hear. Most won't want to hear, but it makes... You need to hear it. XRP right now could be hunting back down to the 327 level because we've fallen back within this bear flag, and now it's been several hours. We've had a candle close, and it looks like we're going to get a second one here unless we have a huge turnaround. This, to me, looks like it could possibly be coming down to the 327, and what could be happening here, and everybody's going to be pointing out the double bottom, yes. But like I said in this morning's update, before it was clear enough because it hadn't broke back into the bear flag, I said what could be happening is we could be rounding down and end up having what ends up being a unbelievable, all-enticing hanging M that brings you down to untold lows or untold levels. That could be what's happening here, and it ends up being a bearish continuation pattern that plays true. Then you would have a measured move, and unfortunately, folks, the measured move from here all depends where we go. It all depends where we take it from. If you say the rejection point ends up being when you break here, well, then you can go way down. If you say it's here, I've got them all measured out. I was hoping it would be here so we could get that liquidity, but it was not yet. Could it still break up? Absolutely. Absolutely. But you won't catch me here. I don't trade this bullshit. I trade what looks like it could be a move, but once that move is in the 50-50 zone again, after it breaks down from my 50-50 observation, I'm done. And right now, this looks like a case where it could have fucked everybody if you're in a position, no matter long or short, unless you understand the game. And now we could be testing the 427 again. Or the 327. And if we break that, 287's below, and that would be the ultimate point. XRP Future Millionaire, hit that motherfucking like button. Let me know what you think in the comments. Was I too cruel? Was I on point? Do you need to hear what I'm saying? Or don't you give a fuck? Are you going to go somewhere else? Or are you going to be here? Are you going to join Tom's Army for $9.99 a month? Join me on the Telegram. Get the emoji badges. Show me the support that I show you each and every day. Share this far and wide. Make sure you look in the video description below. You can join me on MEXC. No spot fees. Trade up to 200x if you would like. But obviously, with everything I've said, go on my video description, look up UPHOLD. Click the link and join me over on UPHOLD. You can even trade with me on BitGet, but my 3,500 is liquid on UPHOLD for a reason. I still have 1,300 on BitGet to trade with plus. But my liquid money that I'm buying my crypto with outside of futures trading is on UPHOLD. It's that plain and simple. Stay blessed, everybody. Hashtag the FUD stops here.